And what's going on YouTube? Let's just get into it to waste no more time here. Of course, we are doing another D-gem spending video. Of course, from the previous video, we did go ahead and get 1,500 D-gems. If you did not go ahead and see it, definitely go and check it out. Of course, we are going to be spending what we did get in that video. Of course, in this video, we do have pilot upgrades to do. Of course, I do have platinum to upgrade my mauler, and we do have the sword unit, which is of course just an absolute beast. So let's just go ahead and do this. I mean, of course, I do have 26 million silver, which will definitely not be enough, but first I might go ahead and just start with the mauler upgrade, honestly, because it is sitting currently at level 87 and I do want to hopefully get it to level 100, but of course, knowing my luck, I will definitely be 10 platinum off or so. So let's just go ahead and spam this. Of course, I do want the hull to be a bit more upgraded than the engine and the core, but of course I will definitely go ahead and even that engine and core out. So let's just go ahead and try our platinum is actually going faster than I expected. And we out of platinum, instantly out of platinum. Of course, with we do have 400 modules, so let's just go ahead and see what we can do with that, of course. But I might want to go ahead and spend the modules on the sword unit, given that it's of course one of the top 3 robots currently. But let's just go ahead and upgrade this thing. I mean, I do want to get it to MK2, so upgrade to level 10. 14 million silver, that is actually extremely pricey, and I do not have enough silver for the next upgrade. Honestly, I do want to get this thing to MK2, so let's just go ahead and sell the weapons. Honestly, I do not use, because these weapons will definitely not benefit me, such as the needle. I mean, of course, I do not use the needle. The howler is not bad. The smite I will definitely not be using, so I can go ahead and get at least 6 million from that. This is useless as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and of course sell that. In my medium slots, I do have 1 or 2 weapons that I can definitely go ahead and sell. I mean, the cryptic hazard is one of the best currently, so I will definitely keep that. The discipline, I will definitely go ahead and sell that. After the new update, it is currently terrible, so definitely not using that. The Nina as well, I mean, I don't need that, of course. With the new update, it's terrible. So we're just putting all our, of course, resources into the sword unit. With heavies, of course, I have the Bryson, which I can definitely, I have 4 Brysons, which I can definitely go ahead and just sell. So the sword unit, wonderful. I mean, I can go ahead and upgrade this guy again with 40 million silver. Honestly, it's not bad. And instantly with just 2 upgrades, we already have no silver. But luckily for us, we can go ahead and enhance this to MK2. Of course, it is definitely worth it. I mean, especially with the ability. So we do have an MK2. Unfortunately, we cannot go ahead and upgrade that again, given that we have no silver. But let's just go ahead and spend this. I mean, unlock, of course, the onslaught. We have a passive modes. I mean, I might go with the nuclear amplifier, but I'm not too sure. The next one is 75 for the 2% additional damage, and of course additional damage to titans as well. We got that. I might go ahead and use the integrated, or maybe the Titan Slayer. I'm not too sure with this one, but the integrated power unit does seem a bit better. But honestly, it is of course a mix and match. I will definitely try different things, and while I'm upgrading them, of course I will definitely go ahead and see what I can do. But for the time being, of course, we are in a pretty good position. Can I even upgrade this? I mean, it's 25 to upgrade the armor kit, but I might want to go ahead and change it to the nuclear reactor, especially because now I have 2% extra damage, which will definitely come in handy as soon as I'm going against titans such as the luchador. So with, of course, the pilot, I do not have the pilot for the sword unit, so I'm gonna have to use Manny Gaming, the man, the myth, the legend of war robots himself. So let's just go ahead and honestly promote this to as maximum as we can. So we do have a bunch of pilots, so let's just go ahead and see, of course, the perks for the thing. I mean, recharges robot ability as soon as module after 190 durability drops to a certain level. Of course, let's just go ahead and get all modules. Well, all modules are cheaper and recharge faster, which is probably one of the best, of course, with the sword unit. And we definitely don't want to go ahead and click random skill, as it's just not beneficial for us. So I might go ahead and get the first one, the survivor, but I'm not too sure. It recharges robot's ability after sword unit. I might just go ahead and get that, honestly, because it will definitely come in handy, and of course I don't have to upgrade that further. I'm also looking for the one that just constantly heals the robot, and then it's some portion of its ability. Okay, 100%, that's exactly what I wanted. So let's just go ahead and upgrade that skill to the max, of course tier 4. And we do have one more pilot skill. Of course, as soon as I upgrade the pilot as well, which is Manny Gaming, I will definitely go ahead and get more skills in it and just choose what I have to choose. But of course, I'm not building the sword unit for any beacon mode. I'm not building it for beacon mode, so of course I will choose something that's does not start with beacon, of course. So I have a pretty good, well, setup there. Of course, the pilot is still a bit low level, and of course I do not have the pilot for the sword unit, but of course I can just go ahead and promote the Samjok pilot, because the Samjok and the sword unit is one of the two robots that I'm of course using now. And I would like to go ahead and change this, because again, I do not use Samjok for beacon mode. So let's just go ahead and say Samjok deals increased weapon damage. I mean, that does look a bit promising, but does that relate to, of course, the robot? I'm hoping so. So I just weapon damage, I'm hoping that does rely on the robot ability, but if it does not, it does not. I mean, honestly guys, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and honestly we will definitely do more of this, because I do want to get the sword unit to MK3. With that being said guys, just like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.